No!
Don't do that.
No! No!
Tally, calm down. Tally. Deal.
No!
The man you're seeing now, bawling his eyes out and even vomiting from the sheer weight of his actions, is no ordinary individual caught in the throes of guilt. He's a former police sergeant, William Tally, and he's accused of a crime so heinous it shook an entire community. It all began on May 11th, 2019, with a chilling 911 call. The caller, a concerned neighbor, reported that she just had a disturbing phone conversation with Tally. During the call, he admitted to having a violent argument with his friend Kelly Levinson. In a fit of rage, he had fired a gun at her, stolen her truck, and fled the scene. His parting words were grim. He wasn't sure if she was still alive. Kelly Levinson was no ordinary woman. She was a beacon of kindness, intelligence, and compassion. She was the type who'd lend a hand to anyone in need. But her one fatal mistake? Falling for a married man, William Tally. Their relationship had been tumultuous, peppered with loud arguments that often raised eyebrows among neighbors. But this time, their fiery exchanges escalated into something unimaginable. When police arrived at Kelly's home, they were greeted by chaos. The living room bore signs of a brutal struggle, furniture overturned and belongings scattered as if a storm had passed through. But it was in the kitchen that they found the most heart-wrenching scene. Kelly's lifeless body lay on the floor, a stark contrast to the vibrant woman she once was. As investigators dug deeper into Tally's background, they uncovered a troubling revelation. This wasn't just a man with a short temper. He was a former sergeant with the Columbus, Georgia Police Department, a man once entrusted to uphold the law and protect lives. The police knew immediately that this detail spelled trouble. A former sergeant in the Columbus, Georgia Police Department committing such a heinous act? It was a scandal waiting to explode. To get a full grip on who they were dealing with, investigators knew they had to dig deeper, not just into William Tally's actions, but into his past. This meant questioning his former colleagues.
Gentlemen, this is the purpose of this interview is just to talk to you about the case that we're working on. Former Sergeant Tally. We knew you had some type of relationship with him, whether it was a personal relationship, whether it was a friendship, or just as a co-worker. But we'll let you answer those questions. So we'll just start with just some brief questions about your knowledge about the former Sergeant Tally. How long have you known him?
Oh man, ever since he's been here, several years.
Okay. Do you have any idea about how long he's been working here at the police department?
I really don't. I mean, off the top of my head, I would imagine over 10 years. I would think, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years.
Okay.
I really don't know.
How long have you been working here?
28 years.
Okay.
We kind of got a closer friendship once he got on the SWAT team, because me and him both were team leaders, primary team leaders for the team. At that time, we just drew closer as far as friendship, and once he was on the team and he became a team leader, because at that point we'd always, if we had a mission, I'd always get with him and we would talk about the mission and get a game plan together, do our ops plan, and work that way.
And then trying to...
We all human, man. I see all that crap on Facebook and trying to blame the police. This ain't got nothing to do with police, ain't got nothing to do with anything. It's two human beings.
That's right.
Some people snap sometimes, no matter what their career is.
Oh, there you go.
You'll be flipping burgers, they're gonna snap the same way if you a cop, a judge.
Even after all these interviews, the police had just one lead. William Tally had fled the scene of the crime in Kelly's truck. But the detail that set off alarms was that Tally wasn't an ordinary fugitive. He had extensive law enforcement training, including SWAT experience. Tracking him would be no simple task. Just as officers were preparing to search for Kelly's vehicle, an unexpected break came. A 911 call reported a vehicle accident involving a truck that matched the description of Kelly's. Aware of the danger posed by a suspect with Tally's expertise, the police approached the scene with extreme caution. Inside the truck, they found Tally in a dazed state, clearly disoriented from the impact. Officers extracted him from the vehicle and transported him to the hospital for evaluation. Once cleared by medical staff, he was taken into custody. Now that Tally was in their grasp, it was time to get some answers.
Hey man, like some water? You sure? A cup of coffee? You sure?
Well, we got a bottle of water here just in case you need it. Are you gonna be able to sit up for us?
A little bit. Back hurting you?
Yeah,
Everything.
just a little week.
Yeah.
You know where you're at?
Where you at?
Department,
What's today, you know?
May, so,
May something. Who's the president?
my Trump.
You know how long you been in the hospital?
Days.
Days. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm here to tell you I'm not your judge, man, okay? I am not your judge. But we brought you over here. Hopefully we can get a better understanding of maybe what happened on Saturday, Sunday. And hopefully we'll get your side of that. And you can kind of help shed some light on what happened out there, okay? And maybe some of the events that might have led up to this. All right? But before we do that, we're gonna obviously, we got all your information written down here on advice and rights form. You got a bachelor's degree, right? All right. And so we're gonna evaluate your rights, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay? You want to look? Are you able to see out of you? Which eyes is the worst? Are you able to see out of them?
I see double, but I'll probably be able to read.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this over here towards you. I'll read it if you just want to kind of follow along. I know you've seen this form. Before I'm asked any questions, I understand that, number one, I have a right to remain silent. Number two, anything I say can be used in court as evidence against me.
The police started by following standard procedure, reading William his Miranda rights. This was just the beginning before they moved on to more serious questions. It's important to remember that this was William Tally's first time being questioned or held accountable for his actions. As a former officer, he was the one used to being in control, not the one in the hot seat. At first, he seemed calm, almost too composed, as if he thought he could handle the situation. But what happened next caught everyone off guard.
I'm gonna read this bottom portion, and if you're able to, when I finish up, if you would just initial on these lines saying you understand, if you're able to, and then sign it for me. The bottom portion is a waiver of rights. It says, I have read or have had read to me the above rights, and I understand what my rights are. I am willing to make a statement and answer questions without having a lawyer present at this time. I understand and know what I am doing. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me.
Can I ask what my charges are?
Yeah, right now you're charged with murder. You're charged with violation of oath of office, and you're charged
Who?
with
Who?
Possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime.
Who? Who?
That's what we're hoping you can tell us. Maybe once we start talking about it a little bit,
It wasn't Becky, was it? Who was it, Kelly?
well,
Was it a cop?
that's what we want you hoping you can tell us. But before we get to any of that part, if you feel like it, if you're able to, and you can sign this.
Nobody's talking with me about things.
Well, we're gonna get to that. That's what we're hoping to get to.
No, I'm not talking until somebody talks to me.
Okay. Well, I can tell you who, if we can get started there. And it is Kelly.
No!
Don't do that.
No! No!
Tally, come on. Tally. Bill. Bill.
No! No!
Bill.
No! No!
Bill. Can you relax for me?
No! No!
Relax. Hey, I don't want you to hurt yourself, okay? You got enough injuries on you, man. You gotta heal up from all this. Okay?
I'm not gonna talk.
You're not gonna talk?
I'm not gonna talk.
Okay, well, that's your right. That's your right, okay? Well, relax, okay?
When William realized his love affair was no more, and even worse, that he was the murderer, he lost control. But at the same time, he instantly demanded a lawyer. Being a police sergeant worked to William's advantage. He knew that talking about a murder without a lawyer present would only make things worse for him. But the realization that his life was practically over weighed too heavily on him, and once again, his emotions spiraled out of control.
Here, let me get you some napkins. Bill. Bill, no.
Stop, Bill.
Relax.
Bill, stop.
Relax.
I'm not here to judge, man. Just stop. Just stop.
Here, you want some water? I think you need to have a sip of water. Relax.
Stop. It's all unnecessary, Bill. If you don't want to talk to us, that's fine, but let's not do this, okay?
Talk.
Okay? Just let's not do this, okay?
Okay? Just breathe regular, okay? That's your rights and we're gonna respect them, all right?
Bill, you don't want to talk to us? Are you aware that you have an attorney representing you or not?
Nobody's talking to me about anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to ask some questions, there's some we can answer, Bill, but in the same aspect, we'd like to talk to you if you want to talk. And that's your right if you don't want to talk.
Who else took hurt?
Right now you're hurting yourself.
I don't care about me.
Well,
Who else got hurt?
there's no one
I keep
else.
hearing when people whisper, or whispers.
You keep hearing whispers? Okay. Well, what whispering do you hear?
No, tell me the truth.
Okay. There's no one else hurt. Okay. Everybody else is okay.
Kelly's dead.
Yes. Bill, let's not do this.
Take me back to jail.
Take you back to
Take
jail.
me back to jail.
Alright. Calm down, we'll take you back. Okay?
Hey, look, why don't you sit up and hold your head up so all that don't rush to your head, okay? Sit up for me.
Okay.
Down. There you go. Sit up for me, man. Sit up. You got all that blood rushing down to your head. You know better than that, okay? Relax. Relax. Sit back.
I'm trying to.
Sit back, okay? Reach your back over there. Relax.
Breathe.
Let me sign whatever and take me back.
Okay, we'll take you back. We'll take you back, but I need you to sit up so all that blood don't rush down to your head.
Hold up.
Hold by the table.
William was charged with murder and pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to a minimum of 30 years in prison. While this case was indeed tragic, William is not the only officer to have violated his oath to protect.
You realize that I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get you out of here quicker. And you're just sitting here.
Well, am I free to go then?
No, you're not free to go.
Why?
Because I've got to get to the bottom of an investigation.
The man you see being interrogated is Grant Harden, former police chief and constable in Northwest Arkansas. He is responsible for the brutal killing of 59-year-old James Appleton, a well-known local volunteer firefighter. Investigators say Appleton was sitting in his car on the side of the road when Harden pulled up beside him and shot him in the head. The murder shocked the tight-knit community, as Harden, once a respected law enforcement officer, now stood accused of a senseless and cold-blooded act. The investigation quickly unraveled a complex and dark series of events, leaving everyone struggling to understand how someone sworn to protect could commit such an unimaginable crime.
I'm Detective Chamberlain. I know we have met James Chamberlain.
Okay.
I know. Did you used to be a police officer somewhere? Or I recognized you, but I wasn't 100% sure where I knew you from. But somebody said that you used to be a police officer in Gateway or something like that. Okay.
And a constable and,
You were a constable here too. For Benton County?
yeah.
For Benton County. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Well,
How long did you do that? You understand this. You've been through this before, so I'm gonna read it to you. Anytime we bring somebody into the sheriff's office, we read this before we start talking to people, okay? And it's just your statement of rights for us. And before we ask you any questions, it's my duty to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? I need to affirm it, yes or no. Okay. Okay. Anything you say can be used against you in court or other proceedings. Can you just take me through when you woke up this morning to when you got stopped by the police out there in what's the name of that road that you were on? I'm sorry, I'm going wrong. Gant Ridge?
I'm not going to say anything after I've been read those rights yet.
Okay. Why don't you want to talk to me about your day?
I don't know what's going on. I am kind of sickly to what I'm here for and things.
Okay. So you don't want to explain what you've done today? Did you? Is there a reason behind that?
You read me my rights, and I don't know why. And so, what was the first thing said? I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to talk to me right now?
I'm going to remain silent.
Okay. Cool. Hang tight right here for just a few minutes, okay?
From the very beginning, Grant Harden has his guard up. He's not eager to speak with the police, maintaining a cold and controlled demeanor. Just like the previous case, his law enforcement background gives him an edge, helping him make better decisions and keep a firm grasp on his emotions. This means the interrogating officers have to recalculate their steps and come up with a different strategy. So they step out to discuss ways to make Grant open up.
By the way, I'm Detective Cordier. I think we've met once before.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think so. Back when I was on patrol.
Okay, I talked to my boss. I think I was confused, or I may have confused you on what's going on here. I can't tell you exactly why you're here. And you being a police officer, you understand that. I need to rule you out as a suspect in a crime that's been committed. And that's why we got you here, is because we need to talk to you, find out where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if I scared you at the beginning or what, but that's why I was trying to, and I can't make sense. I mean, or would you be willing to talk to me about your day knowing that I need to rule you out of something, or like I'm at a loss here, and I need to clear you from something, and if you didn't do anything wrong today, you have nothing to worry about, and that's kind of where we're at.
Well,
Does that?
yes, I would have liked to, but before
Yeah.
the rights were read. So
Okay.
not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you.
The strategy the officers are using is straightforward. They're trying to make Grant believe that speaking up could actually clear him of suspicion rather than incriminate him. They want him to think that by telling his side of the story, he can remove himself from the equation entirely. In some cases, this psychological tactic could work, but here, it doesn't seem to have the desired effect.
I mean, does that make sense? Like, I know you've been a police officer for a while now, so you understand, how everything works, and so I've got to rule you out as a suspect, and if I can't do that, then we're at a standstill. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happened today? Can you walk me through your day about what happened today?
I have to remain silent
Okay.
on that.
Okay.
Or
So you're
just
telling.
right.
Okay, so you're telling me you did do something today that was wrong then? Is that what I'm getting at? I mean,
I'm just silent.
Okay, so you just don't want to talk to me because of what reason?
I don't understand what they snatched me up out there and nobody told me anything. I don't understand.
Okay.
Why I couldn't be told what's going on and
Okay. So did you? I guess my question is this: knowing what I just told you, okay. I guess if it was me and I was, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this. Or Grant, I did this. I was at, here, and here, and I would just be done with it. And that way you can get out of here. But at this point, like, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. You realize that I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get you out of here quicker. And you're just sitting here.
Well, am I free to go then?
No, you're not free to go.
Why?
Because I've got to get to the bottom of an investigation, a very serious criminal matter.
Okay.
Okay? And right now you're a potential suspect in that. Does that make sense?
I don't understand why I'm a suspect. No.
Well, that's for me to know and for you to tell me why you're not a suspect.
This is your time to kind of help you.
Okay.
Figure
Tell me
out-
this.
I
Wait,
do
just-
apologize on the front end.
No, I'm not mad at you.
I'm
Okay.
going to exercise my right to be silent.
Okay. So just tell me this. I know you were a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in not Gravit, but in Gateway? It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
Well, I can see that. Where do you live at? We can do this all night. I mean, it doesn't bother me. You're going to continue to be a suspect until I find out otherwise.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
Hello?
Sir, what's up?
I was looking for a detective.
You want me to get him for you?
Well, I'm ready. I need to go
You need to go where?
home or get ready for work in a little bit.
Okay, we'll just have a seat and I'll get him for you.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
No problem.
As hard as the officers tried, Grant was not giving in. Perhaps the officer was being too straightforward with him. Therefore, he decided to switch his method and use a more emotional approach.
Sorry to keep you waiting this long. Okay. That's all right. Detective Cordero is talking to your wife right now. I talked to her a little bit. So I've kind of got a timeline of where you were and where you weren't today. I'm not... We all know what happened, okay? My thing is I'm trying to get your side of the story, okay? I don't want... I'm trying to think of how to word this delicately. I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. I'm not trying to get her in any trouble, okay? You've got a little daughter, who's 16, who needs her parents, okay? I need your side of the story, okay? I don't know if you've had a problem with this guy for a while, and this was an accident, or you maliciously chased him down, or what happened. But if I don't get your side of the story, I won't ever know. Okay? I want to give you the opportunity to tell me what led up to what happened today. And if I came across as being rude or upset or whatever earlier, I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do.
You're fine.
I'm just trying to gather
I'm not sure what
facts.
happens or what's going on,
Okay.
but I just have to invoke my right.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to give me your side of the story. That's what you're telling me. That I've got to put together what your wife has told me and what the crime scene's told me. I mean,
What I'm saying is I have the right to remain silent.
All their efforts had failed, but the police weren't inexperienced. They had plenty of tactics left, and this time, they decided to leverage psychology. Studies show that male suspects often feel more comfortable and are more likely to open up when speaking to a female, whereas they tend to stay guarded around male officers. With this insight, the team made a pivotal choice. This time, only the female detective would step in. She approached him with a completely different method, focusing on building rapport and gaining his trust. Her calm, empathetic demeanor contrasted with the earlier pressure, and the officers hoped that this shift might be the key to breaking him down.
Hey, I just thought I'd check on you.
Alright.
Do you want anything to drink, or do you use the restroom?
Well, I need to go pee if I can. That's all right.
Yeah, let me work it out.
Okay.
Do you want something to drink too? Some water or something? That help?
Yeah, I hate for you have to get something. But
No,
yeah,
I
okay.
don't mind. No problem. All right, let me see if I can find somebody to take you to the bathroom.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
All right. Get ready to. I was thinking about laying down up on that desk, but it looks awful hard.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be any more comfortable out there than what you are now.
No,
Can I get you anything else?
no, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, can you help me understand how I got to this point?
I don't know.
I don't know. Man, I remember being on patrol and running into you one night. Help me out on a call, back me up.
Oh,
It was way back in, oh gosh, it's been almost 3 years now.
well,
Two,
Yeah, probably
something
so.
like that. Yeah, something like that. But,
yeah. You guys are always good to help us, help me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brad, he was always right there, man.
oh, absolutely.
Oh.
I worked on his shift, so,
Oh, yeah.
you know, he always had my back. But I just don't understand how we got to this point.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I'm here to listen. If you're willing to talk, tell
I'm
me.
just ready to go to bed.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Me too. Me too. And if we could do that, you just talk to me.
Well, I just have to. Since you read those rights, I have to do the right.
Well, what's the difference?
You know the difference?
No, what's the difference between knowing what the paper says and telling, especially if it clears you out of everything? I mean,
Well, yeah, I see
the
what you
way,
mean.
like the way I look at it is, regardless of something happened or not, and if it did, if it was an accident, well, tell me. Like, let me help me help you. Like, I want to know what I can do or what happened today to be able to explain it later.
I don't know what happened today. I just need to.
People are gonna have questions. Your family.
Well, I have questions.
Well, exactly.
So,
why can't we figure this out together?
well, we can, but I've been left in the dark on everything since.
Well, the thing is, I can't. There's certain things, but there's certain things I can tell you and I can't tell you.
Okay.
But when you start to tell me what you did today, it starts to clear up things. Once you start telling me, I can start telling you what you were doing today. I mean, I've already talked to your wife. I've already talked to your daughter, who's really sweet, by the way.
Thank you.
She's a really good kid.
Yeah.
So, the only step left is to talk to each other and figure out, come get down to the bottom of it. What happened today?
Okay.
Why was today any different than every other day? But until then, we're kind of just stuck.
Okay.
So, you want to talk about it?
Well, when I'm looking over there,
I know
I'm
what you're
looking on the
doing.
paper.
I know. And you know what it says, and I'm not here to trip you up. I mean, I'm just being straightforward with you. I just want to start from the beginning of your day and work our way down.
Okay.
Fill in all the spots for me so I can understand.
You can almost sense Grant becoming more relaxed, his demeanor easing as his guard slowly came down. The shift in approach seems to be working, but the real question is, even if he started speaking, would he tell the truth?
I mean, I know you probably slept in because you work nights. I work nights. Trust me, I worked nights for almost 4 years. I understand how that sleep schedule is.
Yeah, sleep's all
So,
messed up.
you could, absolutely. It doesn't matter if you switch to the day shift schedule. Your sleep's still going to be messed up for a while. Did you sleep in today? Yeah. I bet you did. You could have got to work tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you get up?
Oh boy. I don't even know. Probably around noonish.
Around noon. That's usually what time I got up too. I'd sleep in as long as I could. Around noon. Did you get anything done today? No?
Oh no.
Did you watch anything good on TV? Usually that's what I do. I'd eat and watch TV. I'll woke myself up a little bit. Anything good?
Same old stuff
Oh yeah?
on TV.
You watch the same episodes? Or like, do you have a specific TV show you wake up and watch?
When we watched, I feel like my wife always has it on I can't remember what channel it's called, right now, TV Land.
Oh, okay. What shows play on that? Like Andy Griffith and stuff like that? Yeah?
I think they've been playing a lot of MASH.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too crazy about that, but
No.
it's on.
It's a little before my time. I haven't really watched any of that. I couldn't even tell you what it was about.
Yeah, it's a Korean
Oh yeah?
doctors and they have a field hospital at the Korean War
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Alright.
It's really just kind of a comedy.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not too bad.
Does your wife like that?
Oh well, I think she'd better watch other stuff, but that's all. You know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that gets her by until something better comes on, right?
Yeah.
So, do you watch that today? Was that on today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any movies? Anything good? Anything else?
Let's see. They had. Well, there was that, Ash, and then we watched Gunsmoke.
By asking these questions, the female officer is skillfully building rapport. Each question is designed to make him feel more at ease, as if he's simply having a casual conversation. As trust begins to form, the officer will shift her focus. She will slowly, but casually, guide the conversation toward other details surrounding his day.
Just came out with
Yeah.
last year.
Well, it doesn't make any sense then, did it?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I guess I should have probably started with the first
Yeah,
one.
it's kind of crazy.
Is it? Was it?
Well,
good?
my daughter had seen that,
Oh,
and
okay.
so we got her the other one to try and get her up to speed because it just didn't make any
It
sense.
didn't. I couldn't tell you what was going on even if I wanted to.
Well,
So is the first one good too?
oh well, it's kind of a big dated, you know.
Yeah, a
So,
little bit.
but
So do you watch some TV?
and
Do you have anything good for breakfast?
had some Frosted Flakes.
Hey, that is by far my favorite
I don't
cereal.
know.
No,
That's
it
kind of part of my
really is.
belly aching, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, I love Frosted Flakes. I'm not gonna lie. Fun? Anything? Any chores around the house done?
Mhm.
No? Just kind of lazy? Lazy day for you?
Mhm.
Yeah, just watch some TV. No household chores? Your wife didn't make you do anything today?
Mhm. Not today. Well, I made her pills up today for her.
Oh, does she have a lot of health problems?
Yeah, she has a lot of health problems. Well, she got hit by that drunk driver up there between Pea Ridge and,
On 72?
yeah, east of
Yeah,
you.
kind of remember that a little bit. She's a strong woman.
Mhm.
She's a strong woman to
Strong
get
woman.
through all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No wonder you let her watch whatever she wants on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get anything done outside today? It was so nice today. It was beautiful outside.
Yeah, I know. It was like 80 degrees
Yeah.
or more.
It was
And
amazing outside.
What's the deal?
I don't know. It's messing with my allergies today, though.
Mine too. That's well, part of my my eyes have been all itchy and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Mine too.
And then when I was sitting in that car a while ago, not Brad's car, but the other one, so that I think it was a dog car.
Oh, yeah.
And, anyway, but I was sitting in there like that for a little bit, and I started sweating and pouring to get my eyes. And I thought, boy, they're gonna think I'm hopped up on crack cocaine.
No. No. I think we all know better than that. Did you get to experience outside today at all?
Not really.
No? Oh my gosh.
I know.
Did you a little bit at least? Get outside, do any yard work today, anything like that? No?
see. Fed the chickens.
Oh, did you?
Fed the chickens and threw some seed out, some grass seed out there in front of the front porch.
Oh, yeah?
Right.
Does that take a long time?
No.
I've never done that before.
Now, I had the dog, my dog used to be on the leash up, but he runs off.
Oh, he does?
So I have to have him on a chain. He's in the house or on a chain usually, so. And I hate that because he's a running, he likes to run and stuff, but you're not supposed to have dogs loose anyway, and then he just goes and goes and.
Yeah, you got some stuff done outside, passing time inside. What was your wife doing? She's still watching TV?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what time do y'all go to dinner? I know that didn't you mention get back from dinner or come back from dinner?
Well, I didn't. She probably told y'all that, or heard man.
Oh, I thought somebody had mentioned it earlier, like when we were still out on the road.
Oh.
I thought you had mentioned it to somebody whenever you had pulled up or
I may
something.
have, I don't know.
Yeah.
Heck, I don't even know what time, what time did we get to dinner?
Or what time did you leave the house for dinner? You remember?
No.
Where'd y'all go eat?
Colton's.
Oh, hey, that's a good place.
Well, I let my daughter decide.
Ah, she's a daddy's girl.
Mm-hmm.
These tiny details are crucial. Knowing the restaurant or Grant's whereabouts can help the officers piece together the puzzle, narrowing down the area and solidifying the timeline of events.
Did you get a chance to at least freshen up after laying all that seed down? No?
Not really.
If you went and did all that just like that?
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I
You
was-
dressed so nice to go lay seed down?
No, I was probably ready to go eat.
Oh, gotcha.
I told let's go eat. Told them, let's get ready and go eat somewhere in there. So,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Awesome. So you didn't change or anything before you guys left?
I'm sure I put a different shirt on, probably, yeah.
Oh. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I would too. It was so hot outside. I'm sure you were sweating.
Yeah, I think I had my, yeah.
What'd you have on?
I had just a little t-shirt,
What color was it?
gray, I think.
Oh man, yeah, I would be surprised if you got all that done outside and then didn't change, right?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can do it. That's not a whole lot. I mean, it's like walking to the bathroom and back kind of deal.
In 80-degree weather? I don't know. So when you went back inside, did you have some was there time in between you guys leaving, or did you leave pretty quickly?
I don't.
Laying the seed and going inside and playing the game. Do you remember about how long of a time it was before you left? Yeah.
No.
Did you ever go back outside?
I don't know.
Don't remember. No. Yeah, I haven't talked to him, but I haven't heard anything about your parents.
Okay.
Yeah, they live close to you, don't they? Yeah. When you were outside today, did you notice anything different or weird going on? Or hear anything that was abnormal
No.
while you were outside laying the seed and stuff like that? No? Everything's good. Did you run into anybody? Anybody stop by, say hi? Nothing? No? Okay. Alright. Well, I'm surprised. Did you see anybody on the road? Anything like that? It being so nice, I didn't know if maybe anybody was out and about. Did you see any of your neighbors?
What are you getting at?
No, I'm serious. I'm just asking. Just small talk.
Not that I know of.
No? Okay. I just didn't know. My allergies are killing me right now. I saw you messing with the thermostat earlier.
Well, I may have messed it up.
No,
Actually, I didn't.
Did you get it
I
turned
was
down?
going to, but then it started changing things on it. And before I touched it, I thought
Yeah.
I'd better leave it alone. So I asked him.
It'd be
Yeah, I
good.
took
Are
the
you
bathroom.
hot
He
or
moved
cold?
it up because it was a little cold in
A little
there.
cold.
Still kind of feels cold, don't it?
I'm a little chilly. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little chilly. But I have a blanket in my office because I'm kind of cold natured. So Do you want some more water?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, thank you though.
No, you're welcome. Well, let me go check on their process. I'll come chit chat more. I don't have nothing else to do, so.
Well,
Cool.
thank you.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Just apologize ahead of time that
Hey,
I'll
no.
do this silent.
No, I enjoy
I mean-
talking to you. Hey, it's okay.
Right to remain silent.
You don't have to explain it. I get it. I enjoy talking, so I'll be back.
The officer has tried her best not to make Grant aware that, in reality, she is asking all these questions to connect the dots. She has been trying to get Grant to ease up or slip in some of his details. But whenever she becomes a bit more straightforward, Grant shuts down again.
I feel like you've done this profession long enough. You know how things go. You're a good guy. You're not a drug dealer. You're not a child molester. You're not, anything like what you've dealt with, what I've dealt with. But I think today you've dealt with a bad situation. I just want to know what happened. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna want to know. Want answers, especially your family. I would. No, I do. I want to help you. That's the bad part. I want to help you figure it out. All I can do is sit here and say that I'll listen, work it out with you, figure it out together. But you have to be willing to talk to me about it. I'm a pretty real person.
I don't know.
Pretty straightforward.
I just,
I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable and nerve-wracking sitting in a room by yourself with people that you've worked with in the past, knowing the situation, but like I said, I wasn't there. You're the only one who can kind of fill in the blanks at this point. Am I right? You don't have to talk to me, but I'm willing to listen.
I know you are.
We all make mistakes. We all get put in positions. We're all human. We all react a certain way. We all have emotions. Sometimes we overreact. Listen, Grant, I think you are well aware of what happened today. I think you know why you're here. You're a smart guy. I think you know what happened today. And I just really want
Deputy Cordero. I like you. I like this fella that was a detective here. And I know y'all don't care about any of that and stuff. And I just don't know how to. I haven't had this happen before. Being brought in and interrogated for something. So I know you don't care, but I just don't know how to be silent.
I think...
So, sitting over here looking like a jerk.
No, you're not. Honestly, you are far from that. Do you want to talk to me?
Can I get a lawyer?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to,
It's up to you.
but
You can either-
obviously something's going on and I need one.
Grant knew his life was practically over, yet he refused to give in. The interrogation concluded, but this was not the end of the story. Not only was there an eyewitness at the crime scene who nearly saw him pull the trigger, but troubling details from Grant's past began to surface. It was revealed that he had either been fired or resigned from 3 different police forces before becoming the chief of police in his hometown. Facing overwhelming evidence, on October 16, 2017, Grant pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. However, as Grant's prosecution unfolded, a shocking revelation emerged that painted him as an even darker figure. During routine DNA collection, it was discovered that his profile was already in the system under an unknown name, connected to a nearly 20-year-old case. In November 1997, a teacher at Frank Tillery Elementary School was attacked in the teacher's lounge bathroom by a man who threatened her with a gun, forcing her into a stall and assaulting her before fleeing. The perpetrator left minimal evidence behind, except for traces on the victim's clothing. Despite exhaustive efforts, local police were unable to identify the suspect, and the case went cold for decades. But in a stunning turn of events, Grant's DNA was a perfect match. As a result, Grant was sentenced to an additional 14 years, stacked onto the 21 years he received for the murder of James Appleton. This combined 35-year sentence means that Grant Harden will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. Do you think these murderers got the punishment they deserved? Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.